I'm gonna go ahead and make a strong assumption. I'm gonna assume that if you're listening to this right now, you want more out of this thing called life. That you want to expand and grow, and that you're willing to get uncomfortable. That you want to make your dreams come true, and that you want to make your goals real. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and make a very bold statement. And that is that you are capable of it. Do you know what the chances are of you being here right now? For this planet to even be capable of bearing life in the first place. For this planet to even exist before that. And then for things to align just the way they did. For all the circumstances to happen the way that they did. For you to be here in this very moment. Now, if that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. And surely all that did not happen for nothing. You must have something to offer. You must have something within you. And it's very important that you bring that out. But for things to improve, you have to improve. And for things to get better, you have to get better. And if you've been operating on 50% of what you're capable of course you're not achieving what you want. Of course you wouldn't be getting to where you want to be. Of course your life would not look the way you wanted it to. It's simple but not easy. Everyone can, but almost nobody is willing to. But if you want things to really go your way, you have to work on yourself. Make yourself into the person that you want to be. Craft it. Make yourself the vision. Create in yourself what you want to see on the outside. It always starts with you. The world is just your mirror. You can make it whatever you want. You can see it however you like. It's all in your personal perception of it. You're a human being capable of creating whatever you want if you would only apply yourself fully. Whatever impact you want to make, whatever you want to change, whatever you want to create or achieve. It's all yours to be had. But then you have got to claim it fully. I'm talking about with all of you. Not with 50%, not with 30%, not with 60%. With all of you. With absolutely all of you. Every last drop. Apply yourself fully. Because your potential is never ending. And just when you think you've given it your all, and just when you think you've spent all of you and that you can't go any further, that's when you've just begun tapping into your real potential. If there's ever been a time to step up, it's now. We have some real opportunities in front of us. Yet most of us completely blank and miss them. We have a chance to impact and change the world in our very hands. Yet most of us ignore it. Yet most of us go around asking for an opportunity. If only I had a chance. If only someone would put me on stage and give me an opportunity to shine. If only people would do this and the economy this. And the marketplace this. And if my boss would only be a little bit better and all of these bullshit excuses. And yet we ignore the opportunity right in front of us. Because you're a human being. A human being. That means infinite potential. That means opportunity beyond opportunity. That means capability. That means being able to expand and grow infinitely. To achieve whatever it is that you want. To achieve whatever it is that you dream of. An opportunity to actually do so. Because you can either impact the world and make a dent, or you can live in it, leaving no trace but your dust. Now that's up to you, but the opportunity is always there. No No matter where you are and no matter where you've been, there are infinite options. It's true that you don't always decide what happens, but you can always decide what you do about it. You can always decide how you will respond to it. And it's that which determines exactly who you are. It's that which determines your character. And it's that which determines what you get in return. But opportunity will never show itself to those who are blind. And those people will continue to walk around asking to get put on. They will keep waiting for someone to do it for them. But the ones that truly want to make an impact, the ones that truly want to make a difference, they tend to always find a way, no matter what. And that is simply because they can see and create opportunities even when there is none there. And that might just be the greatest skill of all. Creating something amazing out of nothing. You see all these people walking around and apologizing for living. You see people walking around apologizing for being who they are. You see a lot of people being sorry for doing what they're supposed to do. In our very twisted society, this has almost become the norm. But the only way to really stand out and to make an impact is to own who you are fully. If you want to make a shift and move the world in some way, you cannot apologize for doing what you're supposed to do. You cannot walk around being scared and fearing what will happen if you take the right action. You can no longer make excuses and come up with reasons as to why things might not work. The only way is to throw fear out the window completely. You must begin to own who you are and who you're being fully and take full responsibility for who you are. Because if you keep walking around trying to apologize to everybody, with your shoulders down, with your head down, trying to hide your inner gift, you're going to live a miserable life. You're never even going to get close to experience your ultimate potential, let alone accomplish anything that you dream of. And you're the only person that can make that shift for you. You're the only person who can ignite that fire where you start to burn so brightly that you can't help it any longer. I want you to get to the point where you're so bright, where you're so energetic that you just can't hold it back anymore. Where you just can't help it but to influence and impact everybody around you. Where you can't help but to spread that good, amazing, powerful, positive energy to everyone you come in contact with. And I want you to own it. I want you to own being who you are. Whoever it is that you want to be, I want you to own that fully. Not apologize for it. Not make excuses for it. Not say, oh, I'm like this because of my past. But to take full responsibility and to say, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for nothing. And taking full responsibility over who you are, even if that person is not perfect, is a hell of a lot better than walking around as this weak, apologetic being. Stop apologizing for your strength. Take back that control. Take back that passion, that energy, that spark. Take back your vision, your dream. And once you assume that full responsibility, you can make all of this, every dream, every little idea, you can make it come to life. You've always had that potential, don't kid yourself. But the case might have been that you were too afraid to explore it. Maybe you were looking for permission. But from this moment on, do not look for any further approval. Take control and own who you are.